Welcome back to Candid Cinema, guys. I am Amanda, otherwise known as AMXNDA Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Please flood my comments. Just flood my comments, like right now. Thanks for coming, everyone. I just wanted to give a breakdown and an introduction to Candid Cinema. And my website is www.candidxcinema.com, and I wanted to tackle YouTube. So to quote Jonah Hill from This Is the End, something not so chill happened a couple of moments ago, and that's why I had to reset it at 9:15. So thank you for sticking with me, guys. The technical issues were really weird. As I said, this is my first live stream ever, and I'm really happy to be here with you all. The reason why I chose to name it Candid Cinema is because I am really honest with my reviews. On my website, you can definitely see that I have articles and plenty of reviews that I have been writing for a year and a half now. So yeah, it's been crazy. Thank you guys for sticking with me today. I really appreciate it. I got my jitters out in the first fake one that I did, so that's fine. So today I'm just going to be giving a breakdown of what's been happening today in the news and what's going to happen this weekend, and it's all pretty exciting. So I'm going to look at the comments because I have them now. So this is from the Geek Fix. Oh my god, finally, yeah, I'm here. Go subscribe to the Geek Fix, guys, please go subscribe. So hey Joe, yeah, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. Mel, bang, 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 you're dead. My favorite scene from This Is the End, one of the best comedies ever. Jonah Hill, chef's kiss, deserves an Oscar. So we're going to go to Geekly Goods. Guys, go subscribe to them too. They're all awesome over there, which I am a part of the team. So please go subscribe. Hey, Isabella, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you, the ACS Universe. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So I'm going to start off with my top 5 movies of all time, just so you guys can get to know me a bit. My taste in films are amazing, despite what the comments may say, because I know one person who's going to probably go against me in everything I say. So the first one being The Departed, which is directed by Mr. Martin Scorsese. He's my favorite director of all time. And I know that he has incredible films. His filmography is stacked. I completely get it. You have freaking Goodfellas and The Wolf of Wall Street, Cape Fear, Raging Bull. But The Departed is what he won Best Director with. And that cast is stacked. You have Uncle Jack. You have Leonardo DiCaprio, who is my favorite actor of all time, next to Robert De Niro. You have Matt Damon, even though I kind of forget that Matt Damon's in it majority of the time, even though, he's supporting cast. But anyways, that's Matt Damon. Mark Wahlberg, Martin Sheen, Alec Baldwin. If I'm forgetting someone, I don't even know. But it's set in Boston. So when I was 13 years old, that's where I learned all my curse words. From The Departed, just so you all know that. And there are a lot of curse words, especially from Mark Wahlberg, Sergeant Dignam. So I watched it again in 2016 when Leo had his Oscar run. And it was so weird because I hadn't seen it in a very long time. So I watched it and I was quoting everything, literally everything. It was insane. And, if you haven't seen The Departed, there are 2 twist endings that no one saw coming. And I'm not going to ruin them because the film is absolutely fantastic. So, it's so good. And the last scene, the last shot, they actually wanted to take out of The Departed with the rat scurrying across the railing. And I'm like, no, this is the best part, the symbolism, poetic cinema. So yeah, The Departed is up there. I always switch it out with The Wolf of Wall Street because Wolf of Wall Street's amazing. So I really loved it. Chad says, hey, Chad, says best Scorsese movie hands down is The Wolf of Wall Street, which you previously made a comment of. I get it. Mel also says, how was watching Tenet? Wasn't it sick? Mel, I'm going to get to Tenet because I'm going to actually talk about the recent news afterwards. We're going to go to Tenet. We're going to go Comic-Con at Home. We're going to talk about the Trial of the Chicago 7, which is going to Netflix. JusticeCon is also this weekend, guys, and Comic-Con obviously at Home starting tomorrow, which is pretty wicked. And the New Mutants comes, full panel, and we're going to see if there's going to be a trailer or anything like that, something new. Also, we have some Star Wars news, so stick around. We're going to do that. Yeah, so moving on to my top 5. We're going to do top 5. That's right. It should be 10. But anyways, I'm going to go switch gears to romantic comedies. Please post your romantic comedies in the comments. I want to see what you guys like. I love When Harry Met Sally. My best friend Mel got me a poster, which I'm currently in front of right now. And it is my favorite one of all time. Rob Reiner is absolutely incredible. He is such a great director. You have Meg Ryan, you have Billy Crystal together, excellent chemistry. I really love the structure of When Harry Met Sally. So it's like best friends turning into romantic partners. I probably just, I'm not going to ruin it. But the structure of it is that it moves through time. So it's like 5 years, 7 years, you see their friendship kind of flourish and that kind of stuff. And then you actually have real life couples that come in to break down the years apart. And I thought it was really cool. It's one of my favorites, very realistic, love the script, really easy to fall in love with them. Joey says, Just Friends. Yes. Oh my God. So underrated. One of my favorites. I have it on DVD. It's so great. Ryan Reynolds is absolutely hilarious in that movie. I love him so much because he even wears the fat suit at the beginning. He's amazing. I love it. It's really funny. Also a Christmas movie. Please remember that. Mel, we got also Love Actually. Basic, but I love it. Hot take today. I actually don't like Love Actually. Hot take. Number 1 hot take. Write it down. It's a hot take. I don't really like it. I don't know why. It didn't flow for me. I don't know what it was. Chad says, don't judge me. I will. But I love How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Yes. Okay, I won't judge you for this one. I love it. I love How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Matthew McConaughey, Kate Hudson. Such great chemistry. I love it. We have, oh my goodness, Geekly Goods. I was going to mess that up. Guilty Pleasure and probably hot take Last Christmas. Last Christmas. So good that if you sang the song, you knew exactly what was going to happen at the end of that movie. But it was fun. Henry Golding's a babe. He was so great as a lead actor, and I really want to see him in other things. So I'm really excited. Chad says, if you haven't seen Long Shot, you're missing out. I have seen Long Shot. I went Thursday pre-screening. That was such a bomb movie. So much fun. Gender roles were flipped. Seth Rogen, Charlize Theron were absolutely incredible. Their chemistry was great. Charlize is so funny. I love her. Please watch Long Shot. Super underrated. Mel says we are not friends. Well, darling, it's okay. I still love you anyway. So I'm going to move on to my third film, numero tres. It's an animated film. It's The Aristocats. The Aristocats is my favorite animated film of all time. Nothing will ever come close to that movie. I'm so sorry, but it's true. Yeah, I love it so much. Marie is my girl. I have modeled myself after her. I have literally everything Marie in my room. And the songs are so catchy because, like, who wouldn't want to be a cat? Everybody wants to be a cat. Thank you, Mel. I really appreciate it. And we have here, Joe says, the wife likes Clueless. The wife likes Clueless. I love Clueless. Clueless is such an amazing film. It actually had its 25th anniversary, I think 2 days ago. Like, it is iconic. It's a masterpiece. I can't believe it turned 25 this year. And if you like Clueless and you want more of a period piece, please watch Emma. It came out earlier this year. Director Autumn DeWilde did a fantastic job. And if no one knows, Clueless is based off of Emma by Jane Austen. So I did a double feature of Emma and Clueless 2 nights ago. And it was just, oh my God, so heartwarming. I love it. I loved it. The Geek Fix, what's Clueless? I'm going to explain it to you after. Alicia Silverstone is in it. She played Batgirl in Batman and Robin, which we kind of erased from our memory because Batman Forever is way better. But yeah, so I'm going to move on to my fourth film, which is Interstellar. Interstellar is amazing. It made me cry. It's thought-provoking. Christopher Nolan is just an incredible director. Obviously, we're all pumped up for Tenet, which I'm going to be talking about after. But that film brought me to tears. Matthew McConaughey gave his best performance, more so than Dallas Buyers Club. I personally think he should have won an Oscar for Interstellar, but they don't really like Nolan films, the Academy. I guess I was going to whisper that, but now it's live, so everyone can know that. But, you know, he has a history. Like, Nolan hasn't won anything, which is so disturbing, to be perfectly honest, with the caliber of films that he has in his filmography. It's crazy. And Jessica Chastain's in it. What I find with Nolan is that you have to pay attention to certain objects. So I think, as I remember, Interstellar focused on a watch. So that was really important throughout. If you haven't seen Interstellar, I'm just going to say focus on that watch. You got to focus on that watch, kind of like the timepiece, the spinning top from Inception, and the Polaroids from Memento. He kind of does that throughout all of his films. So Matthew McConaughey was like stellar in Interstellar. See what I did? Got it. That was great. So yeah, I love Interstellar. Mel says Mackenzie Foy was so good in Interstellar. Big facts. Did you guys know, fun fact, Timothée Chalamet, my boy, was actually in Interstellar. I had no idea. I literally had no idea. And I watched it and I'm like, who's this kid? He's aight. But then fell in love with him. So that's great. So that's on that. Chad says, I think his performance in Mud was better, but he was great in Interstellar. I haven't seen Mud. I've heard like mixed reviews about the film itself, but hopefully like I'll look into it. Maybe we'll see. I don't really get the whole reconnaissance. That's another hot take. Write that down. Geekly Goods. 3 favorite movies from 2020 so far. I'm going to answer this quick. It's going to be Birds of Prey, Emma, as I said before, and I'm going to go with The High Note. High Note was really good with Dakota Johnson and Tracy Ellis Ross and Kelvin Harrison Jr., who is a complete babe, and I love him. So Joey says his best performance was in Tropic Thunder. McConaughey was in Tropic Thunder. Was he actually? I haven't seen that in forever. I don't know if he was or not. Awkward. I think it's Tom Cruise who's in the whole makeup situation thingy at the end, and he's freaking. Okay, I think it was that. I don't know. Sorry, Calvin. Calvin says Nolan should have won Best Director for Dunkirk. See, I like Dunkirk. I don't think it was like Oscar worthy, but I love Dunkirk. I saw that in 70mm. It's heartbreaking to say that I saw that in 70mm when we can't go to a theater right now. So that sucks. His best was True Detective. McConaughey, sure. I haven't watched True Detective because I don't really like the whole reconnaissance. So there's that. ACS Universe says, did you see The Old Guard? And if so, what did you think? I loved The Old Guard. I love Charlize Theron. She kicked major butt. I love her so much. Kiki Lane was also in it, and I really think that she deserves to be cast as Storm. So I want a Storm solo. I think that'd be really cool for sure. Geekly Good says, wait, you don't like Matthew McConaughey. No. I never said that. I said I don't like the whole reconnaissance type situation that happened during Dallas Buyers Club. I'm so sorry. I just see Canadian out. Sorry. Comes out, guys. Fun fact. The Geek Fix, Ryan, I swear I know it's you because of the words you use. Sure, Dunkirk's not bad. 1917 is like, but yeah, that's there. So I'm going to move on. Sorry, guys. Thanks for all the comments. I really appreciate it since it's working. Yay. The last film that I love so much in my top 5 is The Sound of Music. I love that movie. Julie Andrews is absolutely stunning in that film. One of my favorite musicals of all time. I love Christopher Plummer. He's so beautiful in that film when he sings Edelweiss. Like, my heart just, oh my God. Cinematography is beautiful. It is a bit long because on video, I have the VHS. I also have it on DVD, but I have the VHS where it's like 2 videos. Remember back in the day when they had the box with the 2 videos? Yeah, that was that. So I have that one. I love it so much. It's a beautiful film. It's a classic. Please do not watch the live from ABC because it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Mel says, most overrated film of 2020. First Cow. First Cow was the most boring thing I've ever watched in my life. And I hate that I'm saying that, but I did not like it whatsoever. Like, at all. Geek Fix, why do you think Batman v Superman is the worst DC? Listen, that is in my next list, and I will explain why. So you can just stay there. Okay? The hills are alive, Mel. Yes, they are. They are alive. I love it so much. Alex says, Edelweiss is the prettiest song of all time. Hey, love. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it is. It is. I used to sing it to my baby cousins, trying to get them to sleep. Christopher and Elizabeth, for sure. I did. I used to hum it, and they fell right asleep. It's such a beautiful song. I loved it so much. And the way Christopher Plummer sang it, oh my God. Literally, so beautiful. I love it. Isabella says, singing in the rain is better. I love singing in the rain. Don't get me wrong. But rewatchability, I always put The Sound of Music on. But that's like, if I have to do my top 5 musicals, that's a whole other situation, which I'm not going to do tonight. We're going to keep it short, hopefully. Yeah. We're going to go Geekly Goods. Love A24, but sometimes they're missed. Mid-90s are super boring. I watched mid-90s at TIFF, and I feel like it was more of a, it was a festival love. Like, I went to go support Jonah for that reason, and I think that was the main issue with why I kind of vibed with mid-90s. It's also like a very like guy movie. I don't want to say that, but like, because there's no, anyways, it's more of like the brotherhood type situation, skateboarding, like all that. I really thought it was a great directorial debut. Not my speed, but I still liked Jonah in that case. But yeah, First Cow is definitely overrated. The half of it on Netflix was overrated. I didn't really vibe with it. And then I didn't really like Extraction. So if you liked The Old Guard and you haven't watched Extraction, let's keep it that way. But if you didn't like The Old Guard, maybe give Extraction a try. But I just wouldn't sit through Extraction at all. Sorry, not sorry. I know there's some Hemsey fans watching right now. I apologize. So, Chad says, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, rank them. Go now. Jeez, pressure. My God. Oh my God, rank them? Jeez. I'd say Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Star Wars. Don't hate me. I'm so sorry. See, again, Canadian. It's there. Joey says, all right, gotta get to work, but I'll watch this later. Glad you got me on your channel. Joey, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, man. Seriously. Most underrated actor and actress. Kristen Stewart is an underrated actress. Go love her. Please, 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 please. Old Guard, Ryan, you just dislike women. Let's just put it that way. There we go. Extraction and Old Guard, both dope. Chad, I appreciate you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Geekly Good, Star Wars, bottom. Yes, because we established this, all of the films are messy as hell, and the storyline does not work. Does not work at all. It's all out of chronological order. You have to watch it in chronological order. It's annoying. We've established this. So now I'm going to move on, to my top 5 CBMs. Stressed. Jesus, top 5 CBMs. We're going to do that. So, number 1, since I won the Suit Up podcast, greatest CBMs of all time, I won that, guys, with my list. This is not the same list because people stole some picks from me in the draft. So, I'm going with Captain America the Winter Soldier, numero uno. Of course. Best freaking action choreography you will ever see in a comic book movie. Ever. You had the Winter Soldier. Sebastian Stan was absolutely incredible. That fight scene when his mask falls off, I will never forget the reaction in that theater. It was absolutely nuts. No one knew, but if you read the comics, like I did, you knew who was under that mask. Still one of the best reveals ever. Chris Evans is the embodiment of Captain America. I love him so much. He's such an angel, and he deserves all the good things. So great. But it's more of a political drama. So when the MCU is at its best is when, the MCU is at its best when they cross genres. So in this case, Captain America the Winter Soldier felt like a political drama. And then we had an addition of Anthony Mackie as Falcon, which he's absolutely amazing. And I cannot wait for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney+. I really can't. So what do we got? Geekly Goods, BVS on there. It's numero dos. BVS, the Ultimate Edition, is my second favorite comic book film of all time. Alex says the boat scene, the bridge scene, undefeated. Big yes. Oh my God. The Winter Soldier, just as a whole, the score from Henry Jackman was absolutely nuts. So good. And you can kind of, it was the first MCU film where like I heard the score for the characters and I'm like, oh, this scene went with this piece and then blah, blah, blah. Like you're just kind of reliving every single scene in The Winter Soldier through Henry Jackman's score, and that's how you know, like, it's brilliant. Like Hans Zimmer's score for BVS and like Man of Steel, like those are iconic, right? So yeah, BVS Ultimate Edition, not theatrical, as we have said, is my second favorite CBM of all time. I absolutely love it. I'm not going to get into details as to why I love it because everyone's going to hate on me for it. So that's that. I love it so much. And Ben Affleck is the best Batman. We love Batfleck. As much as we saw of him in BVS, he did an extraordinary job. I feel like he walked right out of the comics for Batman. He made me fall in love with Batman. And I was always on the fence with Batman, and then he came out of that helicopter. I'm like, yo, that's Bruce Wayne, guys. Like, it was amazing. And Zack Snyder made a fantastic film. That's all I'm saying. Comments. Yay. Geekly Goods. Thoughts on the upcoming Gosling-Evans film? I'm happy that Gosling is getting work. I missed him. I actually had a Gosling marathon 3 days ago. I watched The Nice Guys and Crazy Stupid Love back to back. If you guys haven't seen The Nice Guys, please watch it. Ryan Gosling has a high-pitched scream, excellent comedic timing, and has the best facial expressions I've seen in a very long time. Such a good film, very underrated. Warner Brothers as well. So watch that. Crazy Stupid Love is also his peak level of gorgeousness. So please watch that. So good. I kind of don't know how to feel about the new film with the Russo brothers for Netflix. I didn't like Extraction, so I don't know how it's gonna go, but I think the Russo brothers are actually directing this film, so I don't really know how it's gonna like work out. But yeah, I guess I'm excited. I mean, Evans and Gosling on one screen, it's perfect for me. Mel, talk about your favorite one, Thor Ragnarok. We're not going to talk about Thor there. Whoa, okay. We're not going to talk about Thor Ragnarok because I don't like it. And I've had this conversation multiple times. Please go look at my Thor Ragnarok review on Letterboxd, which is 2.5 stars, guys. There you go. Okay, but what about Ant-Man? Ant-Man is next on the list. Wait, I'm getting through it, Chad. Ant-Man is amazing. Peyton Reed is one hell of a director. The special effects of Ant-Man absolutely dope as hell. They're so good. I love Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd co-wrote the screenplay for first Ant-Man, and you could tell that his humor was deeply like embedded in that script. So it was awesome. I love Ant-Man so much. Chad says, nope, don't get her started on Ragnarok. That's right. Don't get me started on Ragnarok. Omesh says, I don't like the action cinematography in The Winter Soldier, shaky cam with long lenses, but the music, that's the first time I've heard someone say that. Oh my God. My heart. Jeez. Joe wants to, hey, Joey. My son says, Aquaman. Yes, Christopher. Yes. Aquaman's really cool. I love Aquaman. That is such a good choice, darling. Aquaman was sick. He's unfortunately not in my top 5, but it was such a good movie, visually appealing. Special effects were wicked. James Wan is a bomb director. So I'm excited to see what he does in the future. The ACS universe says BVS UE is so fire. Straight up, it is. It deserves 3 fire emojis. It's true. And Amesh says BVS is my second fave as well. Yes. Good job. Good job. Mel says Paul Rudd is the best. Yes. I can't wait for Ant-Man 3. Oh my God, especially after what happened in Endgame with the second snap. But then the time, I don't even want to know how the time travel is going to affect things. I'm so confused. If you watch Endgame, like, I'm pretty sure you're going to be more confused now trying to like connect the dots of what's going to happen because they haven't told us anything. So Geek Fix, Aquaman, the most overrated CBM. That is a lie. Endgame's the most overrated CBM. Hot take, write it down. It's right there. So the fourth one that I'm going to say is Days of Future Past. If you're an X-Men fan, I love my mutants so much. Days of Future Past course corrects literally everything that went wrong in The Last Stand. Everything. We do not talk about The Last Stand. Nothing. We do not even mention it. So Dark Phoenix also resets some of that stuff. And Dark Phoenix is also one of my favorites. But Days of Future Past was so well written, especially coming off of First Class, which was like chef's kiss. So you have Michael Fassbender, you have James McAvoy, but you also have Halle Berry coming back to reprise her role as Storm. You have Ian McKellen coming back with Michael Fassbender. So it's kind of like it's the way that they explained Days of Future Past, and it's not even that confusing because they explain it in the first half of it, and then they show you kind of what's happening. So they time travel through Hugh Jackman as Wolverine's, like his mind. So I thought that was really interesting, and they did such a great job. I really love that we got to see Wolverine interact with like young Charles and young Magneto. I thought it was really cool. And Fassbender is actually like my favorite villain. He played Magneto so beautifully. Like, I love Ian McKellen, but Fassi was just incredible. Please give him more villain roles. He's absolutely insane. So great. So Days of Future Past for sure. What else do I got? Oh, we're going to end it off with the best comic book movie for kids, but I love them so much. It's literally for kids, but it has horror elements, but I loved it. It's Shazam! ! Love Shazam! Shazam is the most fun I've had in a theater. I loved it so much. I didn't expect it to love it. Expect to love it that much. It was filmed in Toronto. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, it just brings so much joy. I love my Shazamly. Freddie Freeman is the best. Like Jack Dylan Grazer. Yeah, Jack Dylan Grazer killed it. They're just, oh my God, I love that family so much. I can't wait for Black Adam, and I can't wait for Shazam 2 because it's loaded. And also, guys, I'm going to bring up DC Fandom, which is August 22nd. Please mark it on your calendars. I'm going to be covering it on Twitter at AMXNDA Reviews. Probably Instagram. I don't know yet what I'm going to do, but yeah, on Twitter. What else we got in the comments, guys? I'm going to catch up a bit. Sorry. Omesh says 12 Monkeys is the time travel. You know what? I haven't seen 12 Monkeys. I'm going to write that. I'm going to literally jot that down on my list as something that I need to watch. Time travel is really weird, you know? Like, you got to do it right. Hey, Adam. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, man. Really not a fan of Shazam. They should have saved the Shazam family for the sequel. Oh, I get it. You know what? I think because it was written so well and it was edited, like the pacing of Shazam was so strong that for them to end it with it being as a family, I thought was really beautiful, especially to see what happened to Billy and his mom. I thought it was really nice that you had to share the throne with the kids. And I think they had like every intention to bring in Black Adam right after. So I really love Shazam. I do. I love it. Joe says, not into comics, but grew on me since the kids watch it daily. That is so awesome. I'm so happy. The comic book movies are a lot of fun. Hopefully you're watching them in order, Joe. I'm hoping it. I'll give you a list. I think you should. Head Rush Marines, I like Shazam. Hey, thanks for watching. I know. Shazam was so great. I loved it. It was literally so awesome. Geekly Goods, favorite pre-60s movie? Oh, I gotta Google, man. I don't know. List some. I can't think right now. The ACS universe, Back to the Future did it perfectly. Back to the Future didn't really make sense because of the title, but time travel was cool. I think so. Allie, how's it going? Shazam is the best movie ever. You are so right. Allie and I are gonna cosplay Freddie Freeman and Billy Batson one day, even though I'm more of a Darla and I'm not Billy Batson. I'm pretty sure I'm more of a Darla. My whole room is purple. Everything is purple. So I'm going to go with Darla for sure. Okay, but tell everyone how much you love Venom. I love Venom. I'm not afraid to say that I love Venom, Chad. Like, we've established this. I love Venom. So good. It's the best. That movie is great. So excited for Let There Be Carnage. Calvin says Shazam is an underrated comic book film. Big facts. It's the truth. Omesh says Shazam is the inverse of Endgame, powers shared to beat the villain. Interesting take. Thank you for that one. Head Rush Marine says best CBM of all time, Superman 1978. You know what? I have to go revisit it. I do. I have all 4 of them on DVD. I'm gonna do a Superman marathon and check it out again just to see for sure. Shazam was an 80s Spielberg style superhero movie. I loved it. Ooh, very nice take, Adam. I agree. Mel says Wonder Woman 1984. I don't know if we're ever going to see Wonder Woman 1984. Yeah. So I'm kind of annoyed with how that trajectory is going. Ali says, yeah, Shazam cosplay coming soon. Yes, we're going to do it. So right now I'm going to kind of move on to what the recent news has been. Thanks for coming out, guys. Really appreciate it. We're going to go to the Tenet release date. So now, The Tenet release date has moved, I believe, 4 times. 4 times. So now they're saying that Tenet will be coming out internationally. That's the key word here, guys. Internationally. Christopher Nolan's Tenet is going to come out internationally August 26th. Initially supposed to come out August 12th. I don't know why they keep pushing it 2 weeks to make it think that it's a new release date. Like, what, you're pushing it 2 weeks for what? For what was that? I don't get it. So first, it's internationally. That means it's not going to be opening in North America on the same day. Okay? They're saying that they're going to open it in the States, North America, Labor Day weekend. So this is what I don't understand about this. You're going to trust this gigantic film from Christopher Nolan that we've been waiting for almost 3 years. You're going to trust that to open internationally and have no one sail the high seas for that one? You really? We saw this with Infinity War. We saw this with The Winter Soldier. We saw it with almost every Marvel movie because they always opened it internationally and then they opened it in North America. So those 2 weeks really just screw everybody up. So yeah, like, get your eye patch ready, kids, because that's what's going to end up happening. I disagree that Tenet has to go be put internationally. I think it's a load of BS because I don't think that their major markets are China and the United States. And that is the issue because apparently in China, they're not going to show it because it's 2.5 hours. And the States is going to open Labor Day weekend if they open Labor Day weekend. So this is the issue. At the end of the day, I love Nolan so much. I will literally spend $30 to buy Tenet. I will literally spend that money to buy Tenet. I don't care, and own it. But that's my issue. I really think that it should go on VOD. Everyone's like, oh, but that's the end of cinema. It's like, it's not the end of cinema, but look at the circumstances. If you're not going to give it a chance and move it to 2021, that's your issue. You're not going to make it $800 million at the bank. You're not. You really think it's going to make that amount of money at the box office with what's happening right now? It's unfair. It really is. I'm going to just go through the comments, guys. Favorite Universal monster movie? Oh, they were all bad. They were all bad. I can't comment because they were all bad. I can't. Head Rush Marine, Venom rocks. Thank you. Venom. I knew you'd agree with me. Venom does rock. I love it. I love it. Mel says Tenet doesn't exist. Yes, because it hasn't happened yet. And I'm going to quote the movie. Yeah. Just put it on VOD. I don't get it. Theaters in the US aren't opening this year at all. So we won't see Tenet until 2021. So see, Adam, thank you for writing this down. I disagree with all of this because that is so unfair. That's so unfair. So if you're saying that the theaters aren't going to open in the States until 2021, we're all going to be watching it regardless on VOD because they're going to release it after 5 months? Technically, if they're going to do the same rollout where you're going to watch the movie and it's going to be in theaters for 2-3 months, whatever, it's still going to go out on DVD. So I might as well just wait. There's no point. There's no point of releasing this internationally to actually have a box office if that's what you're going to do to the rest of the world. Well, North America, geez. China's not going to get it either. So I just disagree with this. I really do. It should be everywhere at the same time. I agree. ACS Universe. I really do. Chad says, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Black Widow. Which are you most excited for out of those 3? I just finished Neil Gaiman's run of the Eternals because I bought it at Fan Expo with my cousins, and it was such a good time. I bought that. I loved it. I'm kind of iffy with how Marvel's going to do the Eternals. That's why I kind of want to see if there's any trailers or a little bit, just something. We need something from the Eternals. I literally do not care about Black Widow. They spoiled the film. Big spoilers. And everyone's like, it's not a big spoiler. You knew the character. I'm like, but what's the point of me watching the movie if you already told me how it's going to kind of end in passing the baton? Like, we knew. It's like you knew that the Winter Soldier or Sam Wilson was going to like take the shield from Cap at the end of Endgame. But it like you ruined it by, like, if you told me that it was going to be Falcon taking The Shield, that would have upset me because you ruined the moment. So it's kind of like the same situation with Black Widow. I personally think that Black Widow has lost its entire like run, A, because of COVID, B, because they dropped that kind of information, right? So I'm done. And it takes place between Civil War and Infinity War. Like, why is that a timeline right now just to show Taskmaster and set something else up? Like, I disagree with that. I really do. Shang-Chi, I'm excited for if they do the martial arts properly. If they don't do the martial arts properly and they make it like a fruity children's film, like, I'm not vibing Shang-Chi that way. And Simu Liu, I hope I pronounced that correctly, deserves better than that. So those are my thoughts. Opening Tenet internationally is so dumb. It's going to get pirated, and that's going to hurt the domestic box office whenever it releases here. It won't make 800 mil if they do it that way. I agree, Chad. Completely agree. I'm really sad. I really am. Actually, John David Washington doesn't even deserve that. He deserves a better opening. Joe says best monster movie is Hotel Transylvania, Elizabeth's favorite. I believe that. I actually really love Hotel Transylvania. I know my mom loves Hotel Transylvania. The kid is so freaking cute. Adam Sandler has never made a bad movie, and I stand by that. And I can't wait for the comments to go off while I said that hot take. Write it down. Write it down, that hot take. Adam says the only movie I care about right now is Snyder's JL. Hells yeah. Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League. 2021. We do not have a release date yet. But JusticeCon is coming out this weekend, and I'm going to talk about that. Comic-Con will not have any DC, will not have any Marvel stuff. So I don't know how they're gonna do without any Marvel or DC content, because they're kind of going by themselves, which is really weird. But anyways, that was that. So I'm going to move on to the next topic, which is Star Wars. Yay! So Star Wars, we have Lando Calrissian coming back, meaning Donald Glover is reprising his role from Solo, A Star Wars Story. So that was actually tweeted out today from Noah Outlaw on Twitter. He's gonna come back for a D+ series, which I'm really excited for. I thought he was like absolutely incredible in Solo, A Star Wars Story. So yes, I am so excited. What do you guys think about Lando Calrissian? Please comment. I'm really excited. So Chad says, Jack and Jill says hi. I love Jack and Jill. It was a lot of fun. I have no qualms. It's so good. I love That's My Boy. Not everyone even liked it. I liked it too. Again, I will watch anything Adam Sandler is in. So yeah, I'm excited for Star Wars. I'm going to go back onto that since it's in my my banners right now. Star Wars, Lando Calrissian, Disney Plus show. What do you guys think about that? I heard that Billy D. Williams might come back as well. So if they kind of do like a dual, like old, like if they start with Billy D. Williams and then they kind of go back and forth, I think it'd be really cool. Emmanuel, hey, a Lando show. Yes, I've been tweeting about it all day. E. He's there. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. A Lando show. All him. Disney Plus. It's going to be wicked awesome. I'm really excited for it. Visha, thanks for tuning in, man. Hopefully they bring back Alden Ehrenreich and Emilia Clarke. I really think that because Solo, A Star Wars Story wasn't received well, even though I loved it. I love that Kessel run. Oh my God, the visuals that Ron Howard brought, it was just so exciting. It was such a different film and I loved it. It was so great. So if it's not going to get a sequel, I think that the same actors should be able to have a Disney Plus show. I really do think so. So this would be amazing if that were to happen. I love them all so much. It was so great. Omesh says, I still want to see Lord and Miller's solo film. I've been hearing that, to be perfectly honest. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, like, at all. I have no idea what happened there. So it's okay. Yeah, so the ACS universe says Solo was fire. Solo was fire. I loved it. It was such a blasty blast. I watched that in IMAX 3D. Such a good time. So wicked. Yeah, so that was the news for today. What else we got here, guys? We have the trial of Chicago 7. So the Trial of Chicago 7 is written and directed by Aaron Sorkin. This is going to be released on Netflix, but it was supposed to have a theatrical release. So I'm really excited for it because I love Aaron Sorkin. My favorite Aaron Sorkin film is Molly's Game. If you haven't watched it, it was very good. It kind of flew under the radar. I actually met Idris Elba and Jessica Chastain when I went to the premiere here at TIFF. That was such an amazing moment. I love Idris so much, and Jessica Chastain was an angel. That movie is so well written. Holy bananas. It was great. Please watch Molly's Game. Please. So the Trial of the Chicago 7 is about the riots at the 1968 Chicago Democratic Convention and the trial that followed. This is also under Amblin Entertainment, so that means that Steven Spielberg was involved in this. So it has a stacked cast as Eddie Redmayne, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, I hope I pronounced that correctly. He's in Watchmen, going to be in Candyman, was Black Manta in Aquaman. Calvin Harrison Jr. is in it, so I'm sold. The kid's amazing. Watch Loose if you haven't seen it. Such a good film, really strong. Flew under the radar last year. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in it. He's coming back. Guys, he's coming back. JGL. I did not watch 7500 on Amazon Prime, but he did come out. With like that, so I didn't know it was that good. I know Geekly Goods covered it, and they did not vibe with it. So at all. So I completely get that. Jeremy Strong from Succession is in it, and Mark Rylance, he's a Spielberg favorite now, is in it as well. So that is a Trial of the Chicago 7 on Netflix. We don't know when it's coming out yet. Could be September, I'm feeling. So it could be that. Chad, we're going back to solo. Sorry, guys. Let's just scroll through. Non-solo news. I really hope Hayden Christensen comes back. Oh man, that show, that 6-episode Obi-Wan show. I really hope Hayden gets his due because he gets paid dust all the time. And Anakin Skywalker is amazing, and I really hope he comes back. Really cool. Bashad says, Enrich was ridiculously impressive as Han. He made the role his own without imitating Ford. That is what I found most impressive. Like, I agree. He added his own charm, his wit. Like, he even had like some facial expressions that he brought into his own. So I really loved him in it. I thought he did an excellent job. So yeah, I agree with you there. Clifford says, yes, Molly's Game is great. I agree. So good. I love it so much. So right now I'm going to switch over to the Comic-Con schedule, guys. So I have it written down. The ones that I actually care about. I know that sounds so bad, but Comic-Con's like slim pickings this year, guys. It's not that great. I'm not going to lie. I'm being honest. Thursday, big news. Thursday, tomorrow at 5 p.m., write it down, 5 p.m., the New Mutants is going to have their panel. So this is a possibility now because the New Mutants has Jesus. So the New Mutants has been moved about 5 times. My poor children, my mutant babies, they have been moved 5 times. So right now we're hoping, fingers crossed, that the New Mutants announce at that panel tomorrow that we are going to get them streaming on Disney Plus, because I can't wait any longer. I can't. The same thing they did with Artemis Fowl, which they clearly did not believe in their film. Wasn't that great to begin with, but I'm just saying they didn't believe in Artemis Fowl. Okay? They should drop New Mutants because, first of all, that was a 20th Century Fox property, and then because of copyright issues, they moved together. It's going to be Disney property. They wanted to kickstart the MCU with the New Mutants, which is impossible to kind of happen now. So I don't know what they're going to do with it. And this is what's fishy about it, is now that, like, if Disney confirmed that they were going to do a Comic-Con similar to DC, now, like, the New Mutants is under the Disney Plus panels at Comic-Con. So that doesn't make any sense, because that means the New Mutants is not under the MCU label. Kind of get what I'm saying here? So that's what's really fishy about all of this. Adam says, I feel like that remake of The Witches with Anne Hathaway will end up going to streaming. It's strange that we haven't seen it. That's true. They announced it, and I was waiting for it, so nothing was really said. Really weird. Christian says 5 p.m. Central. No, sir. Thank you for reminding me. It's 5 p.m. Eastern for Comic-Con at home. Hey, thanks for coming. I totally forgot SDC was happening. Yeah, well, there's nothing really going to Comic-Con, as I said. So I'm so sorry for saying that. It's great that they're doing it at home. I personally haven't gone to SDCC, but I've taken weekends off just to stay locked on my computer to see what happened. I really do think that the 2015 SDCC was the best weekend of my entire life. My DC gang knows what I'm talking about because the info coming out of Hall H that year was absolutely nuts. And you know, all of the best CBMs came out in 2016. You had Deadpool, Suicide Squad, BVS, Ultimate Edition, Civil War, X-Men Apocalypse. That's not the best one, but it came out. It came out. But you had the casts all there at SDCC. So like all that hype, oh man, was like crazy. That 2015 year was just the best thing I've ever been a part of. So without DC, without Marvel, what does Comic-Con really have at the end of the day, right, guys? So that's the issue. They can't release it on D+. A.H. Moses. But why not? Please explain. Oh, you do. According to the old Fox contracts, they have to go to HBO Max first. That doesn't make any sense if they were never purchased by Warner Brothers. They were never acquired from Warner Brothers because it's a 20th Century Fox property, so there's no ties to Warner Brothers, and that's why it wouldn't go to HBO Max because Disney bought Marvel and then the copyright from 20th Century Fox. So I don't think that it's HBO Max, essentially. That's really weird for New Mutants, which is a 20th Century Fox property, to go to HBO Max, which is a Warner Brothers property. Kind of vibe what I'm saying. That doesn't make any, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea. Please like elaborate. Christian says New Mutants was set to release prior to the Disney Fox merger. So would it even be under the MCU umbrella to begin with? Christian, you are right about that, but I've heard rumblings. I've heard ramblings that that's what ended up happening, where it was going to kickstart the MCU. So I really don't know how the copyright issue happened. Sorry, guys, my headphones keep falling out. But that's what I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Mel says, me from 2008 to 2012 during Twilight years, the best summers of my life. Girl, I feel you. SDCC is just, it's magical when you have a stacked slate. So I completely get it. GeekFix says, because D Plus has content made by Fox and never went to HBO. Big facts. That's exactly what it is. HBO still owns the rights for 20th Century Fox for movies on TV. Really? That is brand new information. I did not know that. That's actually nuts how that's divided. Wow. Chad says, I don't know if that's true, but about HBO Max getting New Mutants for the films that haven't been released yet. That's just really weird. I've never heard that in my life. Wow. Rogues Gallery Discussions, thanks for coming. Says, I hope New Mutants still has the tone it intended to have. I hope so. I hope so. Let's pray. I really hope they didn't change it that much. Fox had a streaming deal with HBO. I did not know this. Fox movie has to go there first until the contract. That's so bad. Moses is correct. There was a deal struck prior to the merger for it to carry out until 2022, but that was for digital distribution. The question is, does that include VOD? Put New Mutants on VOD. I'm buying it. I don't care. Like, let's do that, please. Chad says they already released X-Men films, went to HBO Max first, but all of them are going to Disney Plus. New Mutants hasn't even released in theater yet, so I doubt it's going to HBO Max. Maybe it is a digital I have no idea. This is the first time I'm hearing about it, so thank you for educating me. I have absolutely no idea that was happening. Yeah, so that is really weird. I had no idea. This is great. I love brand new information. At 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to move on now. The Boys Season 2 panel. If you guys don't have Amazon Prime, please sign up. Get it. Totes worth it. The Boys is one of the best shows that they have on Amazon Prime. I loved it. I finished it in a day. Really dark. Really dark. Like, I mean, it's one of the darkest superhero shows that I've ever seen. It's there. And you have Chase Crawford came out of nowhere. He's in it. I loved him. Carl Urban's in it. He's really cool too. So The Boys is really good. The Boys are definitely back. Season 2. You guys got to watch it. Hells yeah. Boys, fire. So much fun. I loved it so much. So that is a recommendation. Their panel will be Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Friday we have, this is Friday, everybody, Charlize Theron retrospective at 1 p.m. Eastern. We have The Walking Dead, who's getting a full 2 hours. If you guys still watch the show, I have never seen an episode of The Walking Dead. Not that I don't vibe with zombies, but I don't know, I didn't get it. And I know all the deaths. It's like worse than Game of Thrones, apparently. Like, I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's interesting. Rogue's Gallery Discussion says, of course, awesome to see you doing this. You're so good and natural at talking. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's my first time out, guys. Oh my God, thanks. Appreciate it. Chad says, The Boys is fantastic. Absolutely love rated R raunchy superhero content. Oh my God, Carl Urban is so damn great. He really is. Love him. I loved him in Star Trek. I loved him as Bones. I love the Star Trek movies. That little trilogy. Into Darkness was wonky. Beyond was absolutely incredible. I loved it so much. He was so great. ACS Universe says Giancarlo Esposito is also fired, and he's also in everything. Big facts. Guy's amazing. Mandalorian season 2. Yes, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really excited for that on D+. Walking Dead got super whack after season 6. I heard that. Isn't that when like Negan came in? I don't know. I have no idea. I just know everyone dies. Everyone dies. It's terrible. So that is The Walking Dead Friday from 3 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. And then guys, guess what's happening? We have a Zoom call. A Zoom call with Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon, 8 p.m. Eastern on Friday. That, guys, is going to be hella interesting, considering everything that's happened with Joss Whedon over the past couple of days. So that Zoom call is going to be hilarious. I can't wait. Are they making a 4th Star Trek? I heard the cast signed on. Really? I heard that they wouldn't do it without Anthony Elchin. I really don't think they should move on without him because he was so great. I loved him so much. I don't know if they were signed on. I haven't really heard that. I think Chris Pine's kind of donezo because he signed on for Wonder Woman. I don't really think so. Christian says, I've never seen Walking Dead. Yeah, man. Nada. Like nothing. Geekly Goods. I dropped season 4 for The Walking Dead and it got annoying. Typo. It's okay. I got you. Yeah, listen, I already had Game of Thrones. Everyone dies in Game of Thrones. It's not a spoiler. And the reason why I'm saying this is because do not watch Game of Thrones. If you did not watch it when it was on, I am telling you, do not watch any of this, nothing. Do not sit down because season 8 ruined everything. Season 8 ruined everything. I remember yelling after the last 3 episodes of Game of Thrones season 8. And I binged season 1 to 5 to prepare myself. It was terrible. It's bad. So bad. Art by... Oh my God, Steph. Thank you for coming, Steph. And I really appreciate it. I stopped watching after season 6 of The Walking Dead. Yeah. Like, everyone stopped for some reason. I don't get it. Mel, RIP, Anthony Elchin. My heart. My God. If you haven't seen Charlie Bartlett, you should. Agreed. That movie's so, so good. H. Moses says, I'm pretty sure it's canceled. Yeah, like, I haven't heard anything of the 4th Star Trek, like, at all. So, the Joss Whedon comic. Oh, interesting. I wonder why they canceled the Josh Whedon. I didn't even know that. I'm sorry. Sorry for that update, guys. Yeesh, that was terrible. 24th July is Patty Jenkins and Linda Carter's birthday. That's awesome. And they're, Comic-Con. That's good. That's really good. I'm happy to hear that. What else I got? Game of Thrones is still the best show of all time. Season 8 was super rushed, but still entertaining. Yeah, but I still didn't like it. It was good. Just watch up until season 5 and then call it a day. That's it. You can't do it. I might be one of the few people who still watches The Walking Dead. Calvin, like, there's nothing against it. I just heard that a lot of people fell off the wagon and like stopped watching it, which is unfortunate for them. Chad, no, I'm sorry. X, no, I couldn't do that. I'm sorry, guys. ACS Universe says, yeah, I think they pulled this panel. That is hilarious that they pulled Joss Whedon's panel. So correction, Joss Whedon is not having a Zoom call on Friday, I believe I said. Yeah, not happening. That's not happening. Rogue's Gallery Discussion says, could you imagine if Anson could have lent his talent to a DC character? Oh, man. I agree. That would have been amazing. He's so good. Chad says, season 5 of Game of Thrones, ? Exclamation mark. Oh, someone's mad. Don't raise your voice at me, sir, through this computer. Seasons 1 to 7 are great. Yo, 5 to 7? Nah. Like that, that slowed down. I didn't even want to watch season 6. It was so boring. 7 was like, it was okay. I gotta disagree, bro. I can't do that. Geekly Good, 6 has some of the juiciest moments in this season. It does, but it was very slow. It was very slow. So just, watch Game of Thrones and then get pissed off like the rest of us. That's what we do. Just do that. So Saturday, see, like the stuff that I'm picking out that are kind of like unique and that I actually care about, I don't know. Saturday, we have Phineas and Ferb, the movie. Candice, I've never watched Phineas and Ferb. So it's the older sister, Ashley Tisdale's coming back. They're doing a movie, and that's going to be on Disney Plus, and that's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday if you want to check that out. Bill and Ted Face the Music panel is going to be 6 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, and an evening with Kevin Smith at 9 p.m. Eastern is on Saturday as well. So that is going to be fun because Kevin Smith knows a lot of stuff about the Snyder Cut, and we got to check that out, guys. It's the Snyder Cut. Like, we got to check it out for Kevin Smith. Sunday, there's also nothing. We have the 100 panel. If you guys watch the 100, that's at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then we have Looney Tunes cartoons panel at 4 p.m. Eastern. So that is what we have there. Might need us a GOT. Yo, you do not want to see me watch the last 3 episodes of Game of Thrones live. You do. The cursing that will ensue if I watch that ending ever again, I cannot. That is not happening. So next, I'm going to talk about a con that was made by 3 amazing women. And it's also this weekend. So it's called JusticeCon. It's created by @TheNerdQueens and @YA_GirlMeg on Twitter. They will also be streaming JusticeCon on YouTube, but find them on Twitter to get more information. So they have developed a Justice League con for Zack Snyder, which is absolutely incredible. I wanted to address this just because it's fan-made. Fans literally went out, assembled this. They have a beautiful logo. They organized everything, and it's this weekend as well, Saturday and Sunday. It's running with Comic-Con, but I really want you guys to check it out. Go follow them on Twitter, @TheNerdQueens, @ya_girlmeg. They will have all the information. Right now, I'm going to give you a little rundown what their spotlights are going to be. So on Saturday, we have the big guns. There's going to be a spotlight on Ray Porter. There's going to be a spotlight on Jay Oliva at 2:45 p.m. Eastern. There's going to be a spotlight on Ray Fisher at 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, and a spotlight on the King, Zack Snyder, at 5:30 p.m. on Saturday. So this is JusticeCon. Please, go check that out, guys. We're going to jump back. Omesh says the 100 had some of the most agonizing dilemmas on CW TV history. At least one CW show was good. Yeah, I'm going to say that. I'm sorry. Isabella says that 100 is so good. Honestly, I never got into it because I fell off of the CW shows after Supernatural kind of got wonky. I still love Supernatural, but I kind of left the CW. But Isabella, I hope, you know what? I hope the show's good for you, girl. I really do. I really do. The ACS Universe says the royalty and the homegirl, the Queens and Meg. Yes, I'm happy that someone knows what JusticeCon is. Joe says, who is your favorite? Oh my God, who is your favorite Looney Tunes character? Whoa, it's a loaded question. I love Tweety Bird. So cute. I love Bugs. Who doesn't love Bugs? I also love, who else do I love? I love Foghorn Leghorn. I love him. And I love Porky Pig. Those are my go-tos, I think. I do. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting people, but Mel Blanc is just absolutely incredible with his voices, and we really miss him. So I love Looney Tunes so much. Unfortunately, I don't actually get the HBO Max library because I have Crave, and I didn't get the whole library, which is very upsetting. So I don't have access to the new Looney Tunes cartoons. So frustrating. But yeah. Adam says it can't wait for what Zack Snyder will give us on Saturday, footage and an announcement-wise. Oh man, I hope we get a trailer. I hope we get a trailer. I think it'd be bomb if we got a trailer. Christian says, at Geekly Goods, yes, I like season 8. It has its flaws, but I still like it. Oh man. Oh man. Chad, all right, Chica, I gotta get going. Great first show. I'll see you in the movie Matrix chat. And even though you're wrong about GOT, I still gotta love it. Thanks, Chad. Really appreciate it. Guys, please follow at the Movies Matrix on YouTube and Twitter. They're amazing. I'm writing for them as well. So go check out my stuff on the Movies Matrix. Go follow, please. Yeah, thanks, Chad. I really appreciate it. Really do. So we're moving on to Sunday. We have Clay Enos, I hope I pronounced that right, still JusticeCon, and Christine Cababan, I hope I pronounced that right as well, 11 a.m. Eastern. And then a very, very, very special group of people, Deborah Snyder and Snyder's Amazons, which is Zack Snyder's wife, Deborah, who is also executive producer on majority of his films, is at 12 p.m. Eastern. So JusticeCon, Comic-Con, absolutely nuts. I cannot wait for this weekend. It's going to be wild. Yeah. So if you guys have any last questions, I really appreciate you guys coming out today and watching my live. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties before, but we got the show on the road and the show must go on always. So if you guys have any last minute questions, please write them down in the comments. And yeah, I'm really happy that you guys all showed up today. I really am. I'm going to actually do a couple shout outs while we wait for questions. If you guys have any last minute questions, I'm going to shout out at AliDraws_2019 on Instagram. Please follow her. She designed my header. She designed my logo. She is an incredible young artist. So please go support her work at AliDraws_2019. She's awesome and I love her. So she has designed amazing things, and literally I couldn't ask for a better logo and header and thumbnail. So thank you so much. Adam says the release of Zack Snyder JL will be a beer and pizza day for me. Dude, I'm going to have a watch party that day in celebration. I am so excited for that. Really am. Isabella says, what do you think of the platform? Is that the horror film, I think, on Netflix? I haven't seen it, but at First Reviews, so 1ST Reviews on Instagram actually did the platform review on Netflix. So shout out to Stefano and Luke and James over at First Reviews, my team where we do reviews on Instagram. So definitely go check them out. They did a review for the platform. I haven't watched it yet. I didn't I've been trying to keep up with all the new releases, but it's really hard. So that's the issue. Omesh, are you confident for the animation draft? Oh man, I am, I think. So the animation draft is run by @SuitUpTPL on Twitter. They have their own podcast. Please go follow at Mr. Crockpot and at Marcellus Durden on Twitter. They set up this amazing draft and this tournament, which I did my CBM draft and I won. So now we're doing an animation draft August 4th, which is intense because everyone's going to fight over the big guns. And guess what, guys? I have underrated favorites. So I'm going to have the best list. So I'm kind of scared, but I'm not scared. I'm going to come in full Pixar attire just to mess up with people. By the way, I was Andy. Oh, thanks, Andy. Thanks, I appreciate it for saying, yeah, it's good. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Mel says, best performance of 2020 so far. Holy bananas. Okay. I'm going to go with Ben Affleck in The Way Back. I thought he was really amazing. I thought he was great. Oh my God. Hey, Elliot. Thanks for watching. Guys, please go subscribe to Movie Files. The guy's amazing. So good. Love his channel. I'm going to just go back to best performance of 2020. I loved Anya Taylor-Joy in Emma. I thought she did a brilliant job. Delroy Lindo in The Five Bloods, directed by Spike Lee on Netflix. Please go watch that performance. He was absolutely incredible. Really just blew me away, that guy. So great. Mel says, pick Inside Out for my... I had it on the list, but I know it's popular, so I don't think I'm going to be able to pick that. So no. Umesh says, please check out my Bruce Wayne analysis video. Dude, yeah, send me the link. I'll check it out, and I'll promo it for sure. Yeah, definitely. CS Universe says, yo, Delroy Lindo was fire, straight fire. It's true, so good. I'm going to do, excuse me, guys, a couple more shout-outs here. I'm going to shout out to @GeeklyGoods. Go follow them on Twitter. Go subscribe. Please go follow @Leo Rydell on Twitter. Please go subscribe to Pixar Nerd Studios and follow them on Twitter @Pixar Nerd Studios. Please go follow @Film Opinionitis on Twitter. They are all writers, very strong writers, and for Geekly Goods. So please go follow them. I'm going to shout out to Chris Hicks. He has his own channel called My Cheese Bro. Has really fun videos on there. His new short film in Vacui, so it's IN space VACUI in Vacui. He has it gearing up right now, and he's also @Chris Hicks _1138 on Twitter. So please, guys, go check that out. He's awesome. So Geekly Good says Del Rindo for sure. Best performance, agreed, legit. Mel says, okay, if not Inside Out, then Zootopia. Yes, I love Zootopia. No one ever talks about Zootopia. It's a lot of fun. I love it. Guys, also, another shout out. Go subscribe to the Geek Fix. Please go follow @AJ_Fairnot on Twitter. And maybe, I guess, you should go follow @JustRyan again on Twitter. If you really want to, I guess you can go follow him. That's fine. So go do that. Yeah, this was great, and I have one more shout out. Go subscribe to @PerpMinded. His YouTube show is actually on at 11 p.m. Eastern tonight, so go check that out. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really sorry about the technical difficulties that we had before, but I thought we had an amazing conversation. Legit. Thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate it. There will be more lives. There will be. And I'm actually getting, there's going to be 4 movie posters behind me, 8x10s. They're coming in soon. There's going to be 4, 2 and 2. Won't tell you which ones, but they're coming in. It's going to be a little bit more designed here than a purple wall. So I just wanted to get my foot in the door. And yeah, I'm really happy with this live. So thanks, guys. Keep watching movies and stay tuned.